Over the past year, I have gone through the long and arduous task of rewatching every single episode in the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, which totaled over 1,000 episodes as of the recording of this video. When I told editor Johnny this would likely turn into months of videos that could end up being 30-minute long reviews, he nearly had a heart attack. So for today, I'm going to take a detour and just use my newfound card knowledge to look at Yu-Gi-Oh cards that were changed from their original Japanese art style so as to be better suited for an international audience, including what might be the funniest card change ever created. Kicking things off, we have one of the most well-known changes made to the anime in the Destiny board. Inspired by the one-hit KO Yugioh, Destiny board works by playing the aforementioned card in your spell slot and then playing out its message with other cards. This is started off by spelling out the word death, but because Yu-Gi-Oh was run by 4Kids at the time and death was seemingly too big of a no-no for them, the spelling was later changed to have the player spell out the word final instead. The board was also originally depicted as a Ouija board of sorts, but that too had to be changed over time. Now, one of my favorite reasons cards get changed is because the art style is seemingly too graphic for an international audience, which I won't speak for other countries, but really, America and too graphic is begging for a joke to be made. Sometimes it's because of the use of guns being shown on a card. So instead of this dope-looking dragon with revolvers for arms and a head, we get Barrel Dragon going to a rave. Same with Infernity Randomizer, who becomes this light bulb contraption that belongs more in Mega Man than Yu-Gi-Oh! The Hunter with 7 weapons sported a rifle over his shoulder that would have to be replaced with a giant metal club. Lastly, in this category, we can also get Blackwing Armed Wing, who has this dope shotgun colorfully replaced to resemble a water gun. Other uses of weapons were not safe from censorship either. Dramatic Rescue shows just that, as a man is trying to save a woman whose arm is about to be cut off with the guillotine. But that was too graphic, so it was later changed to have her simply chained up against a tree while a couple guards stood looking the other way. The Fiend Comedian? Okay, well, yeah, this one I actually get. Because what the fuck were they cooking with this one? The new design is much goofier, and it still fits the bill for what the card is describing, so I actually don't mind this change as much. Axe of Despair, on the other hand, really just makes me sad. This original art design looks so creepy and actually meshed with the Despair theme, but its replacement, it's really just a veiny looking axe with red aura. Then we get to Trial of Nightmare, which had a demon-looking sword piercing a box and spraying out blood, which later had the blood removed and the demon eyes on its hilt lighting up red, so as to show it was still evil. The real kicker to this, though, was its original name was Trial of Hell, which, now that I think about it, sounds like a metal band Johnny would go see. Next up, let's look at cards that might have just been a little bit too symbolic. This mostly had to do with cards that too closely resemble religion. Curse of the Circle originally looked satanic in its design. Final Flame actually had a man burning on a cross, so this obviously had to be changed to what looks like a devil or demon burning in hell. A deal with Dark Ruler had to have its horns removed because, once again, Satan. This type of censorship would go both ways though, as Graceful Charity had to have its halo removed so as not to be too closely aligned to angels, and Monster Reborn was originally meant to resemble an Ankh that was too close to Egyptian iconography. These changes also affected cards such as the previously mentioned Yugioh and the queen of art changes, Dark Magician Girl. Speaking of which, let's get into cards with too much cleavage and a lack of clothes. We all know about Dark Magician Girl and her fight to show off a little skin, but cards such as Cure Mermaid also had to deal with redesigns, just because they showed off a little too much. Garvis is a card that most of you that have never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories on the PlayStation 1 have ever even heard of, was meant to be this intimidating fiend-like creature, but because he was too naked, he now needs to wear some pants. Double Payback covers up this fat king's belly for really no reason at all, I personally find the original design hilarious, as I imagine a king being overthrown while in his tidy whities. Lastly, we have Elf's Light, which was another originally new design that was deemed to need a little clothing to be presentable for an international audience. Now, the great thing about Yu-Gi-Oh cards is that so many have come and gone over the years, that inevitably you're going to miss out on some redesigns and even reasons for this redesigns. That being said, I now present to you the redesign I think is the funniest in card history. This is Faustian Bargain. This is its redesign. Can you spot the difference? If you guessed that he has penis heads for thumbs, congratulations! You spend too much time on the internet. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave us a like and comment down below to help out with that sweet algorithm. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on great anime related content just like this. I've been Summers, Baka to Basics, and I'll see you the next time class is in session.